Okay, so I just wanted to do a quick video on how to prepare for this final exam. So here's your breakdown. So what I would do, like this is really the test. What I've done is actually just like deleted just numbers and stuff out of the test. So you can see that it goes by unit, right? So radicals, and then number one says the following radical. So in that blank, there would be some radical. And then in completely simplified form, so A, B, C, or D is going to show different simplified radicals. You got to choose which one's right. So that really is the question. So what I would do is go for every one of these questions. It might be a good idea to go first and just put a list or a rating of maybe 1 to 5, and then to show, okay, which ones do I get, which ones I don't, or even just a check mark or an X. Like if you think you get it, put a check mark by it, just so you can start to get an idea of what you think you know and what you don't. The next thing I'd do is I would go through all of these, and I've left space in all of them, right? I'd make up numbers, or I'd go find a question and answer that question in there, right? So you can know what it's going to be like. So fill it all in. I would use this. I'd write all over this thing. And if you want to put like, 2 or 3 different examples for each one to make sure you know exactly the type of question I might ask you, right? Okay, so like this one, the simplest radical, or in simplest radical form, the perimeter of triangle PQR is. We've done questions like that. Go back to the video, find questions that are like this. There's no reason that you shouldn't get this question right if you prepare for it properly, right? So make sure you know exactly what that is. Um, yeah, some of them are going to be a bit more vague. So express, like we're in the radicals unit, so obviously it's going to be some sort of radical. But this, like, who knows? Is this going to be adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, or is it just simplifying? So you're not too sure. So you got to make sure you know how to do all of those. Okay. The other thing I wanted to just make sure you knew on the exam is it's going to go. You got your multiple choice going through like this, and then you've got written response is going to just be put right into the test. So just when you get to that, you're going to write your written response on the test just right in this blank. Okay, and then go to Unit 2, quadratics. Yeah, make sure you know how to factor. Go through, make sure that you know all the different ways, like um, factoring when A is 1, when A is greater than 1, right? We go at that a little bit different. Difference of squares, make sure you know how to do that. All those different factoring things, right? Um, Things like the discriminant. If you don't even know what a discriminant is, you're not going to get number 9 right because it says the value of the discriminant of a quadratic equation is. So go through, write notes right underneath 9 here. Make sure you know what the discriminant is. No reason you shouldn't get that question right. Okay, and then numerical response I've got in here too. But you'll see if you go all the way to the bottom, this is what your sheet's going to look like. So you've got multiple choice, and then you can see right after multiple choice 9, numerical response 1 was there. So just fill in the numbers for numerical response right there. Okay, so now go all the way back up. Yeah, so that's pretty much it though. And then again, I've got written response that are going to be just kind of right in here. You'd have more room than this on the actual test. I just took some stuff out. Sometimes, if giving you the question was just giving away way too much information, I just said something like this, like question on making your own quadratic equation from a situation. And then A, you'll be given a situation that you need to write a quadratic equation for, dot, dot, dot. So I just couldn't give you any more. So it looks like a maximum or minimum area problem though, right? So I'd go back to that video or back to your notes. Make sure you know how to do maximum or minimum questions. All right. These ones here where I said there's a picture here on the actual test. There'll be a picture of something right there, right? So we're in trigonometry. There'd be a picture of a triangle right there that would have the information you needed to find out that problem. So same here, right? Picture there. I've even given you the answers. Like these are actually the answers on the test. You just don't know what the question is, so they don't really do you much good. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. So make sure you go through some of them like this one. I gave you a lot of info. So if you could really make up numbers, put that in and solve it, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Like on the test, there's just numbers in there that yeah. So again, no reason you shouldn't get that right if you do the work on it. Um Yeah, so that's going to be it for the breakdown. So, oh, and you also have a formula. It's not on the breakdown sheet, but on your test, there's a formula sheet going to be one more sheet down too. So you'll have that as well. The same formula sheet that we've been using. All right, so that's going to be it for the breakdown. Make sure you use this. It's really going to come in handy.